Hey fam, it's IC of IC Studio, and today I've got my September Plan With Me video. So before we get started, let's do a little flip through of my current bullet journal. So I started this journal in June 2023, and the overall vibe is vintage, but I like incorporating other themes per month, so feel free to check those out in my Plan With Me videos. So for September, category is Vintage Library. So before filming, I have already mapped everything out in pencil, so I know where to cut, I know where to write. Since July, I have been so obsessed with waterfall tabs, so I'll be doing that for my monthly pages. So the first thing I'll do here is cut off the waterfall pages so I know what it roughly looks like. And because my overall vibe is vintage, I will be using these beautiful vintage stationery sheets I bought from Stationery Pal as the main designs for the outer pages of the waterfall tabs. So now that the main things are done, let's move on to the details and the designs of the monthly pages. And I'm very excited to be using my Ferris Wheel Press inks. And because the theme is Vintage Library, I will be using the most vintage looking inks that I have. And I'm very excited to swatch them all with you. So first up, we've got the Velvet Ballet, which is a rich, dark, shimmery red. I don't know why, but I often associate red with gold, but the silver sheen is giving. Up next, we've got Spruce County Post, which is a nice shade of deep, dark, rich green. And we've got Storied Blue, which is a nice, vintage, muted shade of baby blue. So up next is Majestic Maple, which is a light brown with a gold sheen. This actually reminds me of champagne for some reason because of the light brown, that it's almost gold and it shimmers in the light. So this one is called Cloak and Forest from the Fairy Tales collection. I love this one because it's jewel tone, so it's supposed to be red and green, but it also has shades of blue, which is giving Little Red Riding Hood running in the woods. Lol, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's the vibe I'm getting. And here we have a rich dark brown called Steeped Umber. And I think it's perfect for my September theme because the color reminds me of vintage books. Next color is another shimmery brown called Workshop Wishes. And to me it is giving Pinocchio and Geppetto, but with magic. And now that I'm done painting the books on my bookshelf, I'm gonna grab Workshop Wishes and do September in brush calligraphy. So lol, I actually forgot to paint the shelf underneath my books. I got too carried away, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to add details to the books on my shelf. And because I can't draw anything from thin air, I always turn to Pinterest for some inspiration, and I found some spine inspo. And I will be using my favorite drawing pen, which is the Sakura Pigma Micron, to add in the spine details. I'm really sorry about the video getting a bit too bright for some reason. I didn't actually realize this until I finished filming. It is so blinding and I am so sorry. So here is my bookshelf, and the next thing I'll do is paint the waterfall tabs. I just used the scraps of paper to protect the other pages, and I will start off with Cloak and Forest. And because I want the waterfall pages to stand out, I will be using the shimmery inks. It was really fun painting my waterfall tabs. So now let's move on to my monthly pages, first of which is my calendar. So I will be doing the usual vertical calendar, and I was actually thinking to myself whether I should do calligraphy or stick with stamps. So stamps won because they are more vintage library looking. And up next we have my ideas and action plans page, which has been helping me become accountable to the things that I want to achieve during the month. And of course, I cannot live without a brain dump page because it enables me to do a lot of self-reflection, self-evaluation, things that I need to improve on and carry over for the next month. Now that we've done our monthly pages, we'll move on to the weeklies, and I have drafted everything out in pencil. I will be using Dutch doors because why not? I have been using them for so long now that I have forgotten how to not use them. And like the vertical calendars, and for people like me who have limited time to set up a bullet journal, I think Dutch doors are so efficient. So anyway, I mainly use my journal for memory keeping, and as a sentimental hoarder of things and memories, I use one page per week of the month, and I either write stuff down or stick stuff or both. So these are my weekly pages, and to either side are a stack of books which I will paint and add some details. I'm actually a noob painter, and this is something that I really want to learn, so it was really fun incorporating painting into my September bullet journal. I was actually scared to do some painting, but here it is, and I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out, especially with my Ferris Wheel Press inks. I am also a Ferris Wheel Press affiliate. Feel free to use my code ES through the link in the description to get 10% off your Ferris Wheel Press goodies. Now I have to add a bookish quote, and I found this quote on Pinterest: "Birds have wings and humans have books." I feel like books are magical portals that take you to magical places. Right now I'm feeling like my weekly pages are a bit empty and basic, so I'm just gonna add some lines with workshop wishes and a glass pen. And it looks so much better. It doesn't look just blank. And now it's time for the final flip through for my September 2023 bullet journal. Category is Vintage Library. I had a lot of fun using my Ferris Wheel Press inks, getting out of my comfort zone and actually painting on my bullet journal. So what about you? What is your September theme, and how was August? And I know it's still a bit too early, but I'm kind of excited for spooky season, so let me know what you're excited about. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And if you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.